Next company in this market analysis breakdown, we're going through the history of social media. And so WhatsApp may not necessarily be a social media, but it is a platform where there's, billions of users. So that's why I decided to break down any company in the business marketplace, any platform that has billions of users, consulting, training, and SaaS tools. And so now we're up to WhatsApp, was founded in 2009. And so the problem that they solved was providing affordable international communication. And the solution is, internationally available voice over IP. And so most people that I know have had, use WhatsApp in some capacity to communicate with international clients or leads or customers. And so the advantage that WhatsApp has is completely free. It offers calls and video chats. And they used to charge $1 a year, but it's completely free. And now Facebook owns WhatsApp. Okay, and so I'm breaking down we're not gonna ever really replace WhatsApp, but I just want to explain, the features. People love WhatsApp because it's a free voice video call system, right? And so my app that we've created has a voice video call international system as well. And so the unique aspect of it is that we have this in the business marketplace setting. So if you look at Biz Buy Sell, this whole this network of business listings and opportunities, there is no chat system where it connects all of these business opportunities. And what I'm saying is if there was one site where there was international listings and there was a chat system where people could communicate with one another, they could do voice calls, video calls all in one way, it would make it easier to get deals done. And that's what I've been building. And so I created a feed where business buyers can interact with the listings in real time, and there's also a chat system so that the buyers can collaborate with one another to get the deals done. And so the chat system is on desktop and mobile. It comes with, as I mentioned here, I can show, we have a calling system. Here, I don't want to show anybody's information. So here's the copywriting group, so we could do HD calls. And I'll pull it up on my app just to show how we do the video calls. So I'll call someone that I know is not going to answer. So you could do video calls directly on the app via mobile, and you can actually have 48 people on these calls at a single time. And so, like I said, we're not reinventing the wheel in terms of technology. WhatsApp created a free voice over IP system in 2009 and has 2 billion users. What I'm saying, the unique aspect is providing this technology on business marketplace sites all in one. And so my thesis is that business buyers will prefer to interact with my platform because they're not going to have to give their information to all these different sellers. So if you look here, each one of these different listings, if I wanted to get information from them, I would have to reach out to each individual listing and put in my phone number, email, and number, and interact with a different broker. And so as a business buyer that wants to buy a lot of businesses, I may or may not want to give my information out to a bunch of people and deal with a bunch of different brokers. What we're presenting is a more streamlined and efficient way to do things where that same buyer can have these listings on the app, and then they can just comment and inquire for more information, and we have the ability to drop the file directly into their request, or we can actually just drop the file into a shared drive where everyone has access to them. We also have the ability, as I mentioned, just to create group chats, and so that is 100% unique in this business listing niche. There is no site where the group chat is built in to the listing platform. And so that's what we want to provide. And so like I said, my theory is instead of buyers getting blown up by random brokers on this platform where they're doing it for free, they'd be willing to pay the one-time payment of $100 to have this interactive feed, to have access to an international network of buyers and listings, and then to have their personal information protected. And then so because I will be able to sell that solution to business buyers, I'll also thusly will be able to sell the solution to the various brokers that want to profitably get in front of buyers because based upon our data, 80% of businesses do not sell on these current listing platforms. And the reason for that is because the information is all monopolized by these brokers, and the buyers have no reason to act now. There's no engagement or interaction that connects the buyers to one another. And so that's why I'm doing a breakdown of the history of social media, explaining how and why we're innovating the business marketplace industry, because these companies, 1996, in 1999, they didn't have WhatsApp. It didn't exist. The technology did not, or there was no international free voice over IP. So these companies had the opportunity to innovate and add the communication system into their site, but they're already making hundreds of millions of dollars, so they haven't needed to invest into that development. And so that's why there's an opportunity for someone like myself to create a software company, to analyze the market, see what are people doing well, why are people enjoying certain features, and how can we combine them to improve the overall experience for not only the buyer, the seller, but also the consultant. And so that's why I am doing this analysis. We created the acquisition network, which I believe is going to be the first and only social media for businesses, where we connect the buyer, seller, and the consultant all in one place. And that's why I'm doing an analysis where I'm breaking down 4 different markets. I'm breaking down the business marketplaces, I'm breaking down the history of social media, consulting, training, and SaaS tools. And we're combining all of these industries, everything that I've learned from these different companies and the markets, and we've combined it into a one-time $100 MVP product where that client makes that payment and they get access to our portal, all of these different features, from the task management to the calendar to the drive, the ability to use our CRM, our systems, everything is all within the app. Okay, and that's why, like I said, do this market analysis is to do cost benefit, just showing people why people do things and how we can take advantage of it. So I hope you got great value out of this market analysis, understanding why WhatsApp is a billion-dollar company, and how by adding the features that they've created to your business listing sites, we can offer innovation and help get deals done. Hope you saw great value in this analysis, and I'll see you in the next one. The future of doing business is now.